Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera or HBAR. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask you guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. Now, obviously, we've been watching Bitcoin, we've been watching Ethereum closely. The reason why I watch these two closely is because they both lead us to the promised land for, altcoins to really start to run. Now, what I am personally seeing is I'm seeing a lot more dominance falling on both Bitcoin and Ethereum, while some altcoins are actually getting a little bit more dominance. In fact, we have seen, for an example, Binance Coin get some more dominance in it. We've been seeing ADA breaking over 2%, Solana, even Tether. The significant thing about this is that, first off, I want to see Bitcoin dominance have yet another spike back to 45%. I think that could happen if Bitcoin does go for a little bit of another rally. And the reason why I want that is because right now we should not be hoping for Bitcoin dominance to pretty much drop at a rapid pace while the price sits a little bit stagnant. Now, in terms of altcoins gaining a lot more dominance, we've seen this in 2017 and 2018. XRP at some point in time had almost 30% market dominance. So I'm watching all of that very closely. Dominance is actually a very key thing to watch, not specifically, price all the time. Don't watch the price constantly. Watch other factors as well, because they all lead to the one specific thing, and that is market success. Now, I am watching Hedera very closely. As you guys are probably all aware, we broke back over 30 cents. It's nothing too, crazy to celebrate, but overall, I'm watching it closely because I want to see us back over 35 cents. I want to see us have a nice close above 35 cents. Trading volume on a lot of altcoins, as you guys probably have heard in my XRP video, is down severely. We are actually down almost 40% in trading volume. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, it's welcoming since yesterday's drop in price. We do know that tomorrow is a weekly candle close. Probably is not going to be too 100% spectacular, but we probably will see a little bit price movement. Now, I'm more so dead set on Monday, as we do know Monday is the stock openings for the major indices, which could bleed into the market if we do have a red day. I'm going to be watching those specifically as well. And I know a lot of individuals probably are saying right now in terms of the comments, oh, it's the same thing almost every single day. He's watching this, he's watching that. But these are key signs to see where the market is going, especially in terms of the indices. You have to watch the indices closely because a lot of those factors do lead into this market as well. Now, with all of that in mind, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about some updates, because obviously it is the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. But also we see a lot of things. For an example, we just hear this is HBAR status, December 2021. Okay, first off, look back on the whole year for Hedera. They have seen so much massive growth, maybe not in terms of price appreciation, but it has been an asset to really watch for. But in December alone, we did see 122 million plus transactions. Tell me another DLT doing that. You probably can't. 2 billion plus transactions in total, 604,000 accounts, 24K new in December. And then, of course, we've seen one new exchange OTC desk and broker. So overall, a ton of growth. And I do really want to say, holding HBAR, I know that when we're talking more so about these other layer ones, layer twos, these major networks, whatever the case may be, we always, compare them in terms of price. But I really want to compare HBAR to these other, networks, not by price, but also by use. We have been seeing, skyrocketing numbers in terms of transactions. The growth for this network has been immense, and that is just the icing on the cake for 2021. We've seen so much in terms of building updates, and this is only the beginning. Okay, in terms of the growth, we even see here Hedera's growth fund will bring 20x more devs to Hedera in 2022. This will result in more use cases and a price increase of HBAR. Since the growth fund is given in HBAR, this means the growth fund will increase, which will bring more devs. See where this is going. And I do want to say right now, we are extremely early on HBAR. We already know that. But also in terms of the development growth for this, asset. It's going to be seeing a ton of success in 2022, especially with a lot of new dev, onboarding. I think that we're going to see a massive amount of new use cases, and I think that that's all going to help spark the growth of the network and the ecosystem in general. We also see here Hedera 2021 highlights. On September 16th, Hedera announced formation of the independent HBAR Foundation led by Shane Hidgen and allocated 5 billion HBAR to help fund ecosystem projects, HBAR economy, and increase exposure to users. In 3 months, Foundation has achieved amazing results. And I really just want you guys to understand that these results are incredible. I mean, just a few of their partnerships. The Metaverse partnership by itself, should give you guys an insight on all of the development updates that we're going to be seeing in 2022 as well. The Metaverse, we see, for example, NFT platforms. We've seen, Infinite by Suku, announced that they're going public as part of a 700 million SPAC merger with Ares. I mean, guys, we're seeing NFT marketplaces. We're seeing NFT wallets. We're seeing massive amounts of development updates and use cases unfold in just 3 months. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. And of course, we do see Jordan Fried, talking about some threads in terms of NFT.com. Now, we don't have 100% confirmation that NFT.com will be built on Hedera. In fact, there's been a lot of talks about NFT.com being built on, for example, Ethereum currently, in terms of where all that growth is happening. But we've seen a few updates on the website. We've seen, the entire website get a little bit of a new rebranding. Looks like there is going to be an update on NFT.com very soon. And I truly do hope that they utilize Hedera at some point in time, or maybe an update can come out where we do see NFT.com being built on Hedera. I think that that's going to be very bullish. But until then, I'm not going to speculate that NFT.com is going to be fully built on Hedera just yet. But we also do see, in terms of many of these major overall NFT, projects being built on Hedera, we've been seeing those pretty much skyrocket in terms of the amount that are actually being built. And this is just another one, Doodleverse. So this is actually pretty interesting in terms of their website. It's actually very, very well done. So this is Doodleverse NFT, and of course we do see here, welcome to the Doodleverse, and we do see why Hedera Hashgraph, low environmental impact, low transaction fees, incredible performance, vibrant community, and of course we do see here, our project is an explosive journey into the exciting possibilities of the NFT, space. And all of these NFT projects that are built on here on Hedera, in fact, are fairly interesting. But this one is very, very exciting to see because it looks very well done, looks very overall professional, and I do like this. And of course, you could see their team. But this is just one of many NFT projects built on Hedera. And I just want you guys to understand that with every new NFT project that is built on Hedera, it adds more and more overall ecosystemal growth in the NFT space for Hedera. And we know the NFT space has been blowing up lately, and I suspect that we're going to see a lot more NFT updates, maybe even from, the HBAR Foundation, because we already know that we're well positioned in terms of NFT wallets, NFT platforms in general. So I'm excited to see a lot more NFT projects and even NFT use cases come to this network. And of course, this year just sold 90% of my Ethereum and converted to Hedera, and some, Polygon was buying some NFTs and thought, why am I paying $45 per gas fee for a transaction? And that's exactly what's going to be happening on Hedera a lot more and more as we do march forward on in time. I think that more and more individuals that learn about Hedera, that see the overall network effects on Ethereum and these major other platforms that have immense gas fees, they're going to choose something like, for example, Hedera. That is very low in terms of their transactional fees. We also see, Doodleverse themselves pretty much sums it up here. Low environmental impact, low transaction fees, incredible performance, and the community definitely is incredible from Hedera's, overall side. So I think that we're going to see a lot more of this in 2022. And of course, we do see here, I think that we could expect a Tesla announcement in 2022. And the reason why I bring this back up is because you probably remember this tweet a little bit ago, right? I think I might have made a video on this, but we do see here, interesting idea I just had. I think hashgraph technology, like in the token HBAR, could be a perfect network for self-driving cars due to their hashgraph gossip protocol. Each car being a node can share location and sensor data to nearby nodes on the road, aka cars, lights, and even drones. We know about Neuron. I've talked to you guys about Neuron. But this is coming from your bro Quincy. You probably all remember this. Now we do see that we found an overall patent about hashgraph-based vehicle networking distribution or distributed trust system and trust value calculation method. Now this is a patent. In fact, this is still pending. We do see when it pretty much got launched. It was 2020 of August. Now, I'm not saying that this has 100% clear-cut connections back to HBAR itself, but we know that this patent exists. And I do truly believe that at some point in time, yeah, sure, could we see, Tesla essentially become a GC member? Could we see Tesla being built within the, Hedera scene? I think that that could be very interesting to see unfold, and I do think that it could be realistic, especially with what they have been building lately. We take a step back in time, to the FTPOS reveals plans to power Australian smart cities with blockchain technology, and of course, who do you think they're choosing? They're already a GC member on Hedera, and we do see here, FTPOS Australia has revealed ambitious plans to roll out blockchain-powered autonomous vehicles and smart cities in Australia built using Hedera's hashgraph. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to envision. I don't like to look at things as just like, there's some NFT projects, which don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from these NFT projects. These are great use cases, but I don't think that they truly put hashgraph technology into the perspective on how big it actually will become. I don't think that people realize how early we still are in crypto. I mean, we're only at 200 million users in terms of the crypto space. We haven't even scratched the surface in terms of crypto adoption. Even in terms of a lot of these use cases and these projects, I look at Bitcoin, even at a $900 billion market cap, and I'm still like, that is extremely cheap. For a lot of this, technology. Now, I'm not saying maybe it's not extremely cheap for Bitcoin, but just imagine if hashgraph technology or HBAR itself was valued at $900 billion. You'd probably say it's still fairly undervalued for what it is doing in terms of the overall, issues that it's solving as well. I truly think that Hedera at some point in time will reach $1 trillion in market cap value. And I don't think that we're going to have to wait too long for that to actually happen either. I think a lot of the individuals that can't see it, that can't visualize a future where Hedera Hashgraph is taking this entire market by storm, I don't think that they have done enough research and they don't know actually about what hashgraph technology could essentially be used for. The potential behind it is endless. And I think that this, overall idea from FPOS is fairly interesting to really kind of give you that, idea on how big this essentially will become. We just here, we're going to be looking at smart cities. We're going to be looking at autonomous vehicles and things that we haven't even thought about yet. All of this needs new infrastructure, and FPOS needs to be informed by that. And we even see here this is a big part of our work and effort at the moment to bring in digital identity and transactions so that we can securely support payments and other transaction clubs in the Australian digital ecosystem. And of course, we do see here Hedera is the only next generation network that will support those kinds of use cases. So we wanted to test it, and it has operated beautifully. Now, because we've got all this digital strategy, we are in a position where we can start looking at ways that problems can be solved in a way which is maybe non-traditional and more distributed. And I just want you guys to understand that Hedera is the only next generation network that will support those kinds of use cases. We're talking about massive use cases here, and I don't think people realize how big this technology will essentially become. And when we're talking about Tesla, we know that green technologies in terms of these next generation energy tokens that are very sustainable, aka these green energy tokens like Nano, HBAR, and even EWT, these pretty much jumped in price because Tesla's decision to cease Bitcoin payments back in May, if you guys do remember that. And I do suspect that when we're talking more so about, Tesla, I think that if they are going to utilize, an asset, it's not going to be Dogecoin. I know a lot of people think that they're still, for an example, Elon Musk, loves Dogecoin. He's going to choose it. They're going to utilize it. I seriously don't think that that's going to be the case. I think that Hedera Hashgraph in my opinion, is the best choice for this. And it's not because I'm biased, but it's because of the clear confirmations that we have on the use cases that are already well positioned to be utilizing Hedera Hashgraph's overall network and the power behind it as well. The potential for Hedera Hashgraph is endless, and that is exactly why I hold it long term. So with that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. I hope everybody has a great New Year's. I hope everybody has a great year in general. And with that being said, peace out, guys.